They will upload polling unit level results from the polling unit 66. Will have the right to view these results. After all is the citizens, how can we deprive citizens from access to the results of the process conducted by them in the level of polling unit? So I welcome you to the commission. I want to assure you and reassure you that the 2023 general election is going to be our best ever elections. We are committed, and that the votes cast by Nigerians will determine the outcome of the elections. Nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you very much. See, facts don't lie. So that was the voice of Yakubu, and we will just oppose that with what is happening in Nigeria today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jam our hands together for the chairman of the So the DOT chairman is here to give
beyond their capacity.
Okay, thank you very much. I have very little to add to what has been said. We are in agreement with the position taken here, and I think every other Nigerian is in tune with what we are pursuing. If elections are free, fair, credible, and transparent enough, you will not have agitations coming up. And for the fact that people are gathered here and we're talking in this manner, it shows that a lot of question marks have been raised. And there is every need that these issues are addressed in the way and manner that were presented, so that Nigerians will eventually accept the results of the elections as the will of the people. We're not asking for anything extraordinary. We're asking that the laid down rules that have been set out should be followed in toto and to the latter. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Mani. Please, question time. Yes, the man behind.
Whenever this man.
Yes. For the camera.
If even the Labour Party self.
Thank you.
You know, say at the, you know, as they come end of the
Labour Party now. I work for BBC World News. This is an extraordinary press conference, but are you guys not jumping the gun? The country has a constitution. There is a method of redress. If that's what you want. Why not let, and this is just a journalist's question, why don't you let the process run its course and then seek redress in the courts as the Constitution provides? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are going to note your question, but it's more of a directive than a question because you ask a question and
I give you the answer.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Dr. Chikio Kogu. Oh, sorry, please. Ride on S16 protocols, because that's what I do for fun.
which year?
My name is Dr. Chikio Kogu, and I speak not only for the disability community. I speak as a fellow of the Institute of Leadership and Management, Manpower Development. So I speak as a leader. We're not fools. We're definitely not fools. An election was held. I had told the same Professor Mahmoud that there's a technology that we can add to BVAS, which is called blockchain technology. Do you all know it? When you upload those information, nobody with blockchain technology can tamper with it. Do you all agree with me? I think he should get this information across to him. There's an institute called, there's an association called the Chartered Institute of Transport and Logistics. They are the best when it comes to logistics management and transportation. You don't need charlatans like what you have to be distributing. Well, I'm sorry, please forgive me. But we don't need those kind of, in this country today, I mean, look at all of us here. We have the paramilitary who are trained on precision management. The road safety is there. And So okay, please. The question I want to ask here. INEC, please, you lost an opportunity to capture data of persons with disabilities on that day. We came out and you promised us that you were going to give us a form C004. We didn't have that, and we gave you our data. I, as a person with disability, got to my own point of voting, and I asked for this form after voting. It was not there. So many other people, those who told you they needed magnifying glasses, you didn't provide. Please, can you answer us and tell us the deaf did not have interpreters telling them what to do? So many of us were disenfranchised on that day. As we want to go further from now, INEC, please put up your thinking cap, tidy up your house, and get this thing properly done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll take the first set of 3 questions. We'll take response. Then we'll come back for excuse me, please. We'll take the first set of 3 questions. We'll take response. Then we'll come back for the last set of 3. Leon.
Okay.
The chairman said yesterday is that reviews are going to be done after the declaration of results. And that means you want to treat a dead body. That is a literal interpretation. So he is saying that there will be review, but it will be after the declaration of results. And the law says within 7 days of the election. So that's true. That is not exactly what the INEC chairman said. He said the review will be done after the declaration. So please, with that question already been answered, I will give the lady the opportunity to answer the question.
Your press conference this afternoon, you're calling for an outright cancellation of the polls. Are you saying all of the exercise was compromised, or are you referring to just the areas where you have alluded that the integrity test INEC has failed in those areas? And Nigerians are wondering, are you saying that the entire process is something we should just, throw in the gutters, even though you have alluded to the fact that, some areas things went smoothly, when other areas the same cannot be said? Why call for the outright cancellation of all results instead of the troubled areas? That is my question, the first one. The second question, you're calling on President Muhammad Buhari to save Nigerians using your words. So I ask you directly now, within the ambits of the law, what are your expectations from the president right now that you think the action that he can take that can help save Nigerians, as you put it? Thank you.
I will give the microphone to the national chairman of PDP. He will respond. The chairman of Labour will respond. The chairman of ADC will respond, and that will be a response from the 3 political parties here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me take the question from Peter Okocha of the BBC, whom I think I knew from his student days. Why not wait for the courts after the process is completed? We are challenging the very process because it fundamentally violates not just the law, but the electoral procedures which are derived from the Electoral Act, which INEC presented to all of Nigeria. And by the Electoral Act is compulsory that these results have to be uploaded from the polling units. INEC has largely violated these things, and it is not a question of waiting until we challenge it in court, because the same Electoral Act provides for us to challenge these results right from the time they are being presented to the public. And INEC has the responsibility of reviewing them and therefore correcting the things we are challenging. And secondly, it is such a wide-scale violation. The malpractices are on a very, very grand scale, and it is important that we bring the attention of not just the Nigerian community, but also of the international community to these gross violations. And that is why we are doing this at this very time. That in no way stops us from going further to challenge them in the court if they decide not to heed to our call for a comprehensive review. We still have a window ultimately to challenge it in court, because definitely this is not a credible election, and it's not acceptable after 20-something years of our democracy to have this type of retrogressive step which Mr. Yakubu has taken Nigeria. It is dangerous, and we have to take necessary steps to do something. Thank you. I will allow the one on the issue of waiting for a review from Dr. Leon of Tribune, as we had particularly to take that one up from Amaka from Arise.
Well, in addition to what the chairman has said, the damage that has been done to the election conducted on Saturday is not what you can correct. The provisions of the law and the electoral guidelines are clear that you upload results when they are announced at the polling unit. And it is perhaps of importance to take you back to remind you that the numerous challenges we have had so far is because the processes leading to our election and our electoral process has been marked with irregularities and therefore produces very bad leadership.